Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Geriatric Millennials with Beth
and Jayme.
We're here. We made it, Jayme. We made it through the holidays.
Yes. Well, almost.
Well, yeah.
There's still New Year's.
Yeah. This is a weird week. You know what I mean? Because it's like, there's kind of like this, like there's all this build up to Christmas. And then all of a sudden it's like, and it's over, but not really. Because all the decorations are still up.
Oh, yeah.
All the food is still around. Like there's still Christmas movies going 24/7.
It's actually, I really like this week.
Yeah. The pressure's gone.
It is. And I just want to party. I want to party it up.
Yeah. I'm off work.
I'm tired,
and so I'm very excited.
But I want to party.
Yeah. 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 My party is like, oh, I'm going to go crazy.
I want to play games.
Yes.
I want to play board games. I want to watch movies.
Mm-hmm.
I want to eat popcorn and cookies.
Okay.
That's what I want my life to be.
I love it. I mean,
it's not really reality, but I want that.
But that kind of is, because school's out. You don't have to work. You can just like chill. I just don't want to get real pants on. You know what I mean? I don't want to wear shoes.
Ever.
Like, no thanks.
No.
So,
by the way, slipper socks.
Yeah.
Still need those in my life.
I know. It's slipper socks are the best thing ever. So speaking of best things ever. So when I was a kid growing up, because that's what you do, I loved Christmas, obviously, and I loved getting all the presents and stuff. But the day after sometime was a letdown.
Was it?
Because it kind of sunk in. Like, I did this thing when I'd open presents. I would put all the presents out so I could see them. I would make a little display of all my gifts.
Okay.
And it would sit by the tree for like 2 to 3 days after Christmas.
What? Really?
So not like my little, like when I was super little, I would just grab the toys, obviously. But like by the time I was like 8 or 9, even, like a lot of times I would play with the toys and then I would put them back like in my little.
Interesting.
Because I'd like to just stare at all my gifts. And sometimes I would stare and realize like, hey, Santa done messed up because he missed some things on my list.
That is really funny to me.
And not that I was like a nasty, greedy child. I was just a child.
Yeah.
And so it got me thinking that maybe we needed to revisit those lists a little bit.
I would love to.
Yeah. And kind of like, what were the things that we really wanted that were not delivered?
Well, see, I don't remember that part. I just remember what I wanted.
Yes.
I think I block out bad memories.
I think
block
you do too.
out
everything
the negative. I'm like, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I just remember the good stuff. I think that's good, right?
That's a really positive
I enjoy
thing.
my life.
I only harbor the bad things. So
we need to balance each other out.
If you were like, Beth, tell me a joyful moment from your life, it would take me probably 15 minutes to think of one.
No, it wouldn't.
Yes, it would. I've done this game before. But the negative stuff, let me tell you about, Christmas in 1987. Okay. It's very just there.
Interesting.
Okay. So I was thinking through some of the stuff that I wanted as a kid that I didn't get. And there's this whole movement, like I've seen on social media and stuff, where people will say they're healing their inner child, and they'll just have like crazy collections of stuff, or they buy things off of Etsy or eBay that are super expensive toys from, the 80s and 90s, or maybe even early 2000s.
I wonder if that is healing for them.
I think so. I've gotten a couple things in the past that I just really wanted, and just to see it again and like know that like I'm not in that scary place of where, and the uncertainty when you don't have enough of your basic resources when you're a kid. Yeah. It's very comforting to be like, oh my gosh, I've made it. I can buy any Barbie I want.
Yeah.
That's the feeling. So,
okay. I get it.
Okay. So first thing on my list is a peach Barbie circa 1987, 86. I don't know. She was beautiful. She had this really curly, like 80s big poof hair.
Yeah.
She was wearing kind of a white sequin top, and it was just this ball gown that went from shoulder to floor of peach ruffle. And I remember being at the KB toy store, which was our toy store in our mall here, and staring at that Barbie doll over and over and over again, and hoping and wishing for that Barbie doll. I did not get that Barbie. I did not get that Barbie.
I am so sorry.
And it's like, I could go buy that Barbie today, right? I'm not going to. My friend got that Barbie, and every time I would go to her house, I would play
Christmas?
with it around that time. So I don't know if she had it before or after where I saw it, but I just remember like secretly pretending it was my Barbie while playing with it at my friend's house. Like I wanted that Barbie so bad. Yeah. So anyway.
Okay. First of all, I don't even know what the F this thing is.
Okay.
What is a puffalump?
A puffalump?
No, a huffalump. Huffalump or a puffalump?
Is it a wuzzle?
No.
A huffalump?
It is literally a puffalump.
A puffalump?
You need to Google this. Huffalump. Puffalump.
Is it a puffalump or a huffalump?
I think it's a puffalump. Some other geriatric millennial will know exactly
it's a puffalump.
What I'm talking about.
Stuffed animals that were created in 1986.
There we go.
Okay.
Yep. Because I remember I got one and I loved it. And it was very puffy. And you know what is so funny?
Oh, they look like a big puffy Care Bear that has slicker skin.
They're not even, they're kind of slick.
They're slick. Yeah. They're not like furry.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. Weird. Very weird.
Very weird. Love it.
Seared in my mind. Mm-hmm. Puffalump.
Okay.
What's interesting to me is that my daughter is very into squishy things.
Squishmallows.
Squishmallows.
Yeah.
Similar concept.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everything comes back.
It does. It really does. But anyway, that was one of the things one of my earliest Christmas memories is getting a puffalump.
Puffalump. Okay.
Yep.
Popple. Do you remember the popples?
No.
So they were like these little animals, and then you could
inside out.
You inside out them, and they went to like a kangaroo pouch.
Yes.
It was so cool.
I don't think I ever had one of those. I wanted
one so bad.
I wanted one too. I want one now.
I think I got a miniature one at some point, but it wasn't the same as the big snuggly one. It was very small, and I think I probably got it secondhand, but at like a yard sale. But yeah, a popple. I wanted one so bad. Also, same vein, Care Bear.
Name brand. That's on my list. Mm-hmm. The original Care Bears. Absolutely.
They were so cool.
Yeah.
And like the Care Bear movie where they all like stand with their hands on their hips and their little tummies glow and they do Care Bear power thing. Yeah.
I loved it. I wanted those too.
My cousin had every Care Bear, all the original ones.
Oh man.
Her house burned down and burned up all the Care Bears. I almost died.
That's devastating.
It was freaking devastating.
When did that happen?
1988. Something like that. It was like she was a kid and I remember going to her house because she was rich and like she had every Care Bear, all of them, the original Care Bears, and they all lined up across her bed. And I just remember looking at them like I was drooling because it was just so amazing. Yeah. But then she had a fire and it was just like,
that's so sad.
So sad.
I wonder if she ever got the Care Bears again. Did she?
I don't think so. I think that it was just kind of like, it was done.
Yeah.
So.
That's very sad.
Yeah.
Gosh. Pound puppies.
Yep.
Is that on your list?
Yes.
I did get a pound puppy.
Oh, lucky.
And didn't they have babies?
Yeah.
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 I remember that.
Do you know what I got instead of a pound puppy?
What?
Pound Puppy magazine. Not the same.
Not the same at all.
You know you can't snuggle with a magazine. A magazine. I got a lot of that growing up of where it was like, this is the thing I want. Okay, here's the cereal version. Yeah. Here's like a version that was very inexpensive and a way to be part of the fandom.
I feel a little sad about that.
Yeah, me too, Jayme. Me too. Okay, Wuzzles.
Okay, that one I don't know.
Wuzzles were these animals they had a cartoon show, but they were animals like if in a different world, different species of animals could breed. So you had like a lion that was also part bumblebee. And a monkey that was part, I think, rhinoceros. And they were just like these funky, bright colored, cool stuffed animals. And then they had like little figures too. And I just thought they were really unique and interesting.
That's
I
cool.
love them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My next one is My Little Pony.
Love it.
Loved My Little Pony.
Mm-hmm. Got a couple generic one of those. I think
fun. I might have too.
Yeah.
I don't think I actually ever had official My Little Pony stuff.
I got it. I think I have like one or two official ones. I still have my toys. Like they're somewhere at my parents' garage, something.
Really?
Yeah, because not all of them, but I saved all of the ones that were very precious in like one box. And so I have like My Little Pony.
You should open that thing up.
I know. I've been trying to get it out of the storage, but that's a whole thing. But it's just, I don't know. I just kept the stuff that was really good. But yeah, My Little Pony, I had the purple one with wings. And I ended up always taking them into the bathtub, which was not a good idea. Those were not made for water because the water would get stuck inside. You have to like pull their tail out and shake the water out so it didn't get all disgusting. Like I can only imagine what mold I was playing with, after the fact. Yeah. But I love My Little Pony. Okay.
Cabbage Patch Kids.
Yeah. So my family, sorry, I'm just like, let me trauma dump this holiday season. But my family, we didn't have a lot of money. And my dad, I remember he worked at a bank and one of the ladies there was like, could sew and stuff. And so she made me a Cabbage Patch Kid.
What?
So it's like you could buy, like, you figured out the pattern and had hair and you could buy like a little plastic face that kind of looked like a Cabbage Patch Kid, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it had a plastic face or so. I think it had a soft face and she like sewed in the dimples and stuff.
I think I had a soft face one. I liked the soft face one.
Yeah. So she made it for me. And I remember opening it and being so excited and then realizing like, oh, okay. This is not homemade. This is not cabbage. There's no tattoo on the butt. Where's the tattoo on the butt that says Xavier, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but yeah. But I cherished it.
I think it was like a button on the butt, wasn't it?
There's like a little like writing in like blue, like green blue.
Oh, okay.
And it was on their butt and it said Xavier Smith or something like that. I can't remember. Xavier something. Yeah. And it didn't come with remember they came with an official birth certificate?
Yes.
Yeah, that didn't have that. So anyway.
Yeah. Well, Cabbage Patch Kids was a big deal. I do remember that I really wanted a baby doll that pees.
What was that?
I don't know.
Remember? Eating and feeding and pooping and peeing. Yeah.
Yeah. And it had diapers and I don't know if I ever got that.
Yeah.
But I remember really wanting that.
Yeah. I really wanted a Rainbow Bright doll. I loved Rainbow Bright.
Rainbow Bright.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was very adjacent, like Punky Brewster adjacent, which was my world. So I freaking love Rainbow Bright, but never got Rainbow Bright.
Me neither.
Anything.
So I also remember really wanting spandex shorts.
Oh, I believe that.
I really wanted hot pink spandex shorts or black. Never got them. All my friends were wearing them at school. I really, really, really wanted spandex shorts. Yeah,
I'm sorry. So back in the day, they used to have this, I don't know the name of the company. If I can figure it out, we'll see. But it was this, you bought these accessories that were chunky plastic, very 80s. And they had these little like clips that you put on them that kind of came off. And they were little like pots of things that were makeup. So you would get like a bolo tie made out of plastic that had these like, almost looked like a puzzle piece where you could clip something in and you twist it to lock it in.
Okay.
And then that thing you would open up and it'd have like lip gloss or eye makeup or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
And I got a couple of those. Yeah. When I was a kid. And I remember I just wanted the whole, like back, I don't know. I don't buy children's toys now, but you know how they used to always have like the little like insert where it lists all the collection?
Oh, for sure.
Oh my gosh. I just wanted the whole collection. And
I believe you.
I got a banana clip of that and I had a bolo tie, which I still have. I'm pretty sure I still have the makeup. If I can find it, I will post it. But I was so obsessed with that.
I also had on my wish list a hair crimper.
Oh, that was a good one.
I had a friend whose mom would crimp her hair, and she had two sisters. So there was three girls, and the mom would crimp all their hair. And I just remember wanting that look.
Oh, yeah.
So bad.
It was so cool.
I wanted my hair crimped. Cool.
Do you remember when they came out? It wasn't a crimper, but it was crimper-esque, same style, but it had a heart, and so you could like press a heart into your hair. Oh gosh, what? It was so classy. I was like, this is classy. I can't wait to be a teenager. Okay. I really wanted the Girl Talk games. Remember Girl Talk?
I do. I just in this moment when you said it.
Yeah, I got them, which was like a huge deal. I had got Girl Talk and then Girl Talk Dateline. Which
I hope you still have those.
I do still have those. So
those you need to dig out.
We can. And I
want to play that.
I was one of those kids that like took care of all of that stuff. And it was like, I still have like the zit stickers that came with it.
Oh my gosh, we need to play that.
We will totally play it. But I still have the one that's like the cassette one where you put the chips in of the boys and they would call them. It was so fun.
I don't know if I ever actually played it.
Oh my gosh. I still totally have those. So we'll have to like dig those out sometime. But Girl Talk.
Walkman/Discman.
Oh yeah.
So Walkman 80s, Discman 90s.
Yep. Absolutely. I wanted a Walkman so bad. I got a Kool-Aid Walkman that my grandma got by using her refunds. Do you remember refunding?
No.
So it's kind of like the box tops for kids type of thing.
Okay.
Except you used to be able to cut off the proof of purchase, the little like UPC code, the scanning code, and you could save them up. And like companies, you would send them in, and they would send you product.
Oh.
And so it was like a whole different era. So my grandma was a refunder, similar to like today's couponers, where they would get all these special like little, you'd go to the store and you'd see like a little like thing that says send in like this many barcodes and you get like, you know, a little green giant, you know, plushie or something like that. So she did all that. So I have all of this merch from the 80s that was refunding stuff. So, or I think that's what they used to call it. Yeah. So it was crazy. But yeah, my first Walkman was not a Walkman. It was a Kool-Aid Walkman. And I remember putting it on. And remember the old Walkmans, they had that tiny, tiny like silver headpiece for the ear, for the headphones. It was not comfortable. And the earphones were so small. Yep. I remember laying in bed and I had my Walkman or my Kool-Aid Walkman and I was listening to New Kids on the Block. And I was like, please don't go, girl. And I was just living my like 8-year-old fantasy.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. I don't remember what came first. Sega Genesis or Nintendo? Or were they both like, they were like competing against each other?
They were competing against each other, yeah.
So I remember, I think we got the Sega Genesis first.
Do you remember what the Sega, like with the startup? As soon as you said that, I just could hear it in my head.
I don't even remember that. No, I don't remember that part. I remember we got a Sega Genesis. That was super exciting.
Yes.
And then, you know, as the years went on, I remember we got a Nintendo with the laser gun and Duck Hunt.
Oh, yeah.
And then eventually I think we upgraded to a Super Nintendo.
Oh, yeah.
Over the 80s / 90s, probably.
Early 90s, like 92, 93 maybe.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, that's right. Because 11, 12,
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Super Nintendo, that blew my world open. Like, of course it did. The quality was just like unparalleled, like compared to the 8-bit stuff we'd been dealing with.
Super Mario Brothers, Yoshi.
Oh my gosh. So
Saving the Princess. I remember when we wrapped that.
Okay.
It was, I mean, it took a long time. But I remember.
Yeah.
I mean.
Kids today, you don't know. You couldn't always save those games. You had to use codes.
That's
up,
right.
right, down,
oh my
left,
gosh.
B, A, B, you know, all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Good times.
Okay. So moving in, I'm ready to move into the 90s.
I have one more from the 80s. Polly Pocket.
Yeah. Do you know that that's still a thing?
It's still a thing, but it's different. But I wanted a Polly Pocket, but I really wanted a miniature dollhouse. I went to my friend's house, Nicole, if you're out there, I still remember. And their family had a beautiful miniature dollhouse that they had worked on. And it just sealed the deal for, like, I'm obsessed with miniatures. Like,
that's so funny.
Loved it. It's like, I still to this day want to make like a miniature replica of my childhood home.
People do that stuff.
Yeah. It's really cool. I could. Beth does not need one more hobby. But yeah, I love miniature houses. I just wanted a miniature house so bad. I just thought it was like movie moments for me. So anyway, well, on to the 90s.
Well, and my 90s list is a lot shorter, I think, because I was getting older.
Yep.
So there's a couple things. Slap bracelets. Do you remember?
Yes, because I had a fear that they were going to cut my wrist open and I was going to die.
That's a terrible fear.
But I remember getting it like the book fair and stuff. Yeah.
They were big.
Yeah. Oh, they were. I think that the inside is a tape measure. That's what I heard. Yeah. I saw it on the TikTok.
Comfortable.
They are not comfortable, but they're cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one. Mine was GAC.
I don't know what that is.
GAC was like modern day slime from Nickelodeon. And so they started selling GAC and you would get it and it's like the slime that people make now.
Yeah.
But you just bought it in the store and it was so fun. And it just smelled horrible and you just squished it. And I loved GAC.
That's so funny. Well, also, part of the reason my list is shorter is because when I was 11, which was 1991, my family moved to Belize.
Oh,
and then my whole world, I was like cut off. Yeah. I was like cut off from this this materialistic influence.
Yeah. Well, it's too bad for you.
I know. But I still wanted things.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, mostly I really wanted clothes.
Yeah. There was a shift, definitely.
I wanted clothes.
Yeah.
I remember
early 90s, there was that shift from like being a kid to like, oh no, I'm a preteen, teen.
Yeah.
It's fashion.
Yeah.
It's makeup.
I really wanted that stuff. And then when I was 16, we moved back to Canada, which, by the way, I'm noticing that a lot of these things were the same, even though I was in Canada.
Yeah, they're pretty similar.
Yeah. I wanted clothes and then I wanted CDs.
Yep. Oh my! Do you remember going to the CD stores?
Yes, I do.
So fun.
I remember working and getting my first paycheck. And I remember going to I bought myself a pair of jeans. They were like flare. It was my first flare jeans, low rise flare jeans. I was so excited. And I think I've told you this before. And then I bought a CD. It was Sarah McLachlan.
Oh yeah.
I think I told you. I was so excited to buy those two things.
Oh my gosh. Kids today just don't know the joy of going to the record store, or it was records, then tapes, then CDs. But it was so fun going to the CD store. Like it was just like, what?
Oh, sorry. I did because Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill. Did I tell you I got to go to a
concert, right?
A Broadway show based on that CD. And it was so fun because I knew all the songs. Yeah. And I remember listening to that CD.
Yeah. It was a different way to listen to music too, because it's like, at least for me, a lot of the CDs, I didn't always burn CDs. So I'd listen to the whole album basically, and it's like, even like the not great songs, I still knew them all. Where now, not so much. Yeah. But yeah, I miss the CD store and just like, I don't know, going in there and like seeing the cute guys that were working at the CD store. I was obsessed with Empire Records, which was like, I don't know if you've ever saw that. It was a movie from like the 90s starring Renee Zellweger and the girl that was in Lord of the Rings that played the elf that he loved. Oh, shoot. What's her name?
Aerosmith's daughter?
Yes. What is her name? Liv Tyler.
Yeah.
And it was just like about these young adults, teens, high school students that worked at a record store. And they had CDs too at that time because whatever. But it was just like, that was my fantasy life. And I don't know why I lived in fantasy, but I would walk into the record store like it was the movie and just be like, I'm here to like get my Boys to Men CD or whatever it was.
That's so funny. I will say that I don't want to go back to those days because I really appreciate being able to listen to whatever song I want.
Oh yeah.
Right now. It's so great.
And not have to carry around anything.
Playlist. Exactly.
Yeah. Like carry around a book of CDs that you kept in your car.
Oh.
And then we're afraid it would get stolen.
I still have... Oh my gosh. Well, my husband's he had a CD collection of like 600 and some CDs that all got stolen out of his car. Isn't that sad?
So sad.
I still have DVD collections.
Yes.
Which is kind of funny.
Yeah. I mean, they're still usable. I couldn't, if you were like,
ask me the last time we watched a DVD.
I don't know. It's been years for me. Like I've transferred everything over now. I thought about it. I don't even have a way in my home right now to listen to a CD. Like if you were like, here, Beth, I made you a CD. There's no way. Like even a few years ago, at least in my car, I still had a CD player and that car wasn't even that old, but now it's like nothing. Like, oh, I don't like there's no drive here. Okay. Right. There's nothing. So, I really wanted when I was that age, a boombox with a CD player.
Sure.
Like, I remember getting a boombox and it was, it's to think about carrying around a 2.5 foot
this massive thing.
Speakers. It was so much. And it had tape and it had CD so I could make, mix tapes and stuff
I love that.
It was so good.
Okay. I really wanted rollerblades.
Oh yeah.
Totally.
Yes.
Rollerblades.
Oh my gosh. There's this movie called Airborne about this surfer boy, right? And he has to move to the Midwest to live with his family.
I remember watching that.
Yes. And he goes,
I need to watch that.
Oh my gosh. It's talk about like Crush. Stars a young 100%. Seth Green. Can't remember the main character guy, but oh my gosh. Yeah. He was, I just remember him being so hot. Like, oh my gosh.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Did you ever rollerblade?
No.
Oh, no. I did. I
didn't do any extreme sports.
Okay. I was into it.
Yeah,
I
could see you being
rollerblading.
You kind of remind me of that Pauly Shore movie with the son-in-law, where the girl, she moves from the Midwest to the California, and she's like, she dyes her hair blonde, turns out orange, which is hilarious. And
this character is reminding me of you.
She's so happy, and she just tries things, and so she like gets a tattoo, and she's wearing like a '90s sundress and like a jean thing, and she's like rollerblading down Venice, and it's called The Son-in-Law, and it's from like 1993. And it stars Pauly Shore.
I need to find a clip.
So good. Yeah. So good. Okay.
You're welcome.
Yes.
You're welcome for that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Anything else on your 90s list?
I don't think so.
Yeah. It's kind of funny how quickly it shifted from like kids stuff to like all I really wanted were like clothes from Delia's catalog or like I always wanted magazine subscriptions. So I'd always ask for like YM magazine or Cosmo Girl or whatever. Or 17. 17 was the big one.
Oh, for sure. There was some scandalous stuff.
Yeah,
in there.
and Sassy.
So
Or
good.
Saucy.
Please let me read that.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah.
Okay. My kids are starting to do that transition.
Yeah.
It's a little sad.
Yeah. It's a lot more expensive too.
It really is.
Like kids' toys are so much easier than like teenager toys.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dang.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a little sad though. I have 2 teenagers now.
I know.
That's weird.
I know. It's just not. I mean, every once in a while, I honestly still will walk down the toy aisle every once in a while and just kind of look and just. Part of me is always like, people are going to think you're trying to get these for yourself, and I'm like, Beth, you were a geriatric person. They think they're for your child or maybe your grandchild. So just calm down. But I'll just be looking at stuff and just how cute, you just see the cute stuff. And then it makes you think about like, gosh, just how excited to get.
Oh, for sure.
Like I don't think I've ever been more excited than I was when I was 8 years old in the store. I need to talk about one more though. I just had a flashback.
Yes,
KB Toy Store. Okay. Muppet Babies were hot. Do you remember the Muppet Babies cartoon?
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Okay.
But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I was obsessed with Miss Piggy and Kermit and Ralph and Scooter, all of them. I love them. And so we went to the KB Toy Store and they had all of the Muppet Babies as little plush dolls. Freaking cutest thing ever. My uncle came to visit and he bought me. He was like 19, 20 years old. He was on leave from like some military thing. He had some time off. So he came to visit us and I called him my Kermit. And so he bought me a Miss Piggy doll. Aww. And it was so sweet. I still have it to this day. But I remember wanting the Ralph doll so much. And just being at the toy store and staring. And I really wanted Ralph and I really wanted Kermit. I wanted all 3. Yeah. And I was very thankful I got one. But to this day, that might be one of the ones I get on eBay. Because it's like
maybe you need to.
I think it would heal my inner child to get that Ralph doll. Because it's just like there was something about Ralph that I just loved. And and now I need it. I feel it. I need it. So anyway.
What a trip down memory lane.
Yeah, it was good.
That was good.
I remembered a lot more than I thought I would. And
I liked that we had a lot of overlap.
Yeah, well, we are similar ages. I mean, we are.
You're
significantly older.
Wait, I see something that I had written down. Koosh balls.
Oh, gosh. Do you remember Rosie O'Donnell and Koosh balls?
No, I remember both of those things, but not together.
Oh, she was like always shooting Koosh balls into her audience. And that's what made me know about Koosh balls. And I wanted them so bad. Yeah. Koosh balls were fun. Mm-hmm. Maybe you should bring that back. I bet your sons would love that.
Oh, I bet they would too.
Merry Christmas. Here's a Koosh ball.
One of them has been playing with a hacky sack.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Throwback.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, everything comes back. Hacky sacking. Oh. Good time.